وقل الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون.
We thank Allah who has brought us here safe. And on behalf of the Muslim community of Lagos State, I would like to welcome all our distinguished guests, the participants, the judges, shareholders, and all of us to this our dear state. In particular, ladies and gentlemen, kindly allow me to welcome our chief host, Mr. Governor of Lagos State, the royal father of the day, the royal guest of honor, His Eminence, the co-host, Professor Lawal Suleiman Bilis, the Vice Chancellor, Usman Danfodio University, my Baba Adini. It is an honor for us, Muslim community of Lagos State, to be in a position to host this national event. We believe that 27 years of Lagos State was long overdue. I want to thank all who have made today possible.
It is a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 34th National Quran Recitation Competition, Lagos4Quran. Allah Salah Babiku. Lagos State is hosting this 34th edition 25 years after it was hosted in 1992. Lagos State is hosting this competition with the aim to further foster brotherhood, understanding, and unity among young Muslims in 37 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Islam is founded on the peace of unity with Allah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the glorious Quran being our unifying force. It is therefore important that all contestants see this competition as opportunity to learn and appreciate ourselves as Muslims with diversified cultural background, be united in faith of submission and to Allah, His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
It gives me great pleasure to join the last speaker, that is the chairman of the local organizing committee, and welcoming you all to the 34th edition of National Quran Recitation Competition, Lagos4Quran. As is widely known, the competition, which is being held in Lagos State under the auspices of the MUSABAQAH Foundation for Qur'anic Recitation in Nigeria, and organized by the Center for Islamic Studies, University of Sokoto. It's an annual event aiming at bringing young Nigerian Muslims in the 36 states the Federal Capital Territory to compete in the recitation of the glorious Quran. I believe my address will be incomplete if I fail to appreciate the members of the local organizing committee for putting this competition together. May Allah crown their efforts with a very hitch-free and successful competition. Once again, I thank you all for coming.
The significance of that, of what the Muslim community of Lagos have done today, goes beyond just assembling youth to exhibit their mastery of memorization and win prizes. No. What the community have done goes beyond that. They have indeed provided a platform for Nigerian Muslim Ummah from different parts of the country to come together and share their experiences and know one another. In fact, it is gratifying to note that we are expecting 36 states of the Federation and FCT to participate in this year's competition. Thus, the enduring legacy of today's occasion lies not only in the propagation of Islam, but also in everlasting relationship that will be created and established between members of the Muslim Ummah as a result of this wonderful activity of the Lagos Muslim community.
My task is very easy. I am to look at sustainable development in the Quran. What does Quran say about sustainable development? And this is very easy. It is believed by Muslims, even by non-Muslims, that the Quran covers everything on the surface of the earth. There is no topic, there is no question, there is no issue about which the Quran has not exhaustively discussed, about which we do not find hints and discourses in the hadith, about which the ulama of Islam over the centuries have not elucidated and elaborated. And sustainable development, incidentally, is one of them. First, the Quran has told us that as human beings, we are the Khalifa of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala on the surface of the earth. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the angels, I want to place on the surface of the earth a viceroy, a vicegerent, a khalifa. The angels looked and said, do you want to bring onto the surface of the earth those who will reverse this beauty, those who will pollute this order, those who will make nonsense of this harmony, symphony, and serenity? And the second count is وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاء. They will be murderous. They will commit murder. And Allah told them, إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. I know what you do not know. There is a day they will be called to account. And that is the other principle, mas'uliyya, responsibility for your behavior. Ultimately, you will account for it in the life of this world. Today, we are talking of global warming. It is not Allah. وَمَا ظَلَمْنَاهُمْ وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has not treated us unjustly, but we have been the one that has been unjust.
For this day of the opening of National Quranic Competition here in Lagos, I would like to thank all of you, most especially the local organizing committee, whom I first had meeting with in Sokoto about 3 months back, and we agreed on this date. Since then, they have never looked back. They've been working very, very hard to make this day possible. But they didn't make this day possible. Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the day possible. So we must always thank Him.
Let me formally declare open the 34th edition of the Quranic recitation competition, which is taking place in Lagos State, which is the center of excellence and the state of aquatic splendor. We're indeed happy to have this event in Lagos, the 34th edition of it, and I can assure all the participants that they will truly enjoy the hospitality and the warmness of the good people of Lagos during this 10-day competition.
Our expectation is high, particularly since we've hosted it for a long period of time. And this is the first time that we will be expecting that we'll host the Quran. Though it's a bit difficult and taxing in terms of mobilizing, in terms of logistics. It has been difficult too, but we pray Allah to make it easy for us.
Happy to be part of the ceremony. I think we should draw the attention of prominent Islamic scholars so that we start grooming people, so that we have a more vibrant competition.
We are hosting this thing, and whatever it may take, it is our joy and glory to win.
Expectations are very high. First and foremost, we want to ensure that we make this event a very memorable one.
Anything that is religious, we do it because of God. And God Almighty Allah is helping us all through from 1986 to date. We are really pleased what we have been doing. This is our second time of coming to Lagos. The competition was here in 1992, and we are here now, and we are ready for a very good outcome.
Since we got the information that Lagos will be holy, we're preparing for this, and our expectation is that we hope we said Lagos for Quran, Lagos to win.
Forward to hearing the Quran, being read, and with the reading of the Quran comes a lot of blessing. And I pray that Lagos State will benefit a lot from the recitation of the Quran.
I have great expectations because I believe the people who organize this have put in a lot of efforts. So I'm praying that their efforts come into fruition.
According to Almighty Allah said in the Quran, that is very, very essential and magnificent. So I want the Muslims, particularly the Muslim kids, to try to memorize the Quran and to use it and to be reciting it regularly, so they will adapt to that one.